Mummy, why are we made to suffer, mummy? Only 3 to go. For all the many comments that have all expressed the completely identical sentiment of, it's weird how he gets worked up when I don't get worked up. You'd be surprised how much legwork is made by being constantly expressing your feelings at all times out loud, and how that escalates things, whereas completely sitting here completely muted and silent can have a completely different effect. And so when you're constantly reacting and, you know, putting on some kind of show, even though you're not necessarily like manufacturing the reaction the way that some Let's Players seem to do, and like intentionally reacting successfully to everything, just the fact that you let your reactions play out verbally every single time whenever frustrating things happens or death happens and so on, that can escalate and escalate and escalate and escalate until you start feeling it more and more. So the very act of doing commentary changes the experience of doing a thing in the first place. So it's not exactly surprising that people at home have a different experience with frustration, because they're just sitting there. Wow, it's just as friendly as it looked the first time. Man, let's take a nice pleasant stroll across the... Oh god. How did you work again? Right, you hit it. Huh. I did it. Oh god. Hee. I live. But yeah, there's a whole thing where, like, on some level I'm doing some version of an honest thing with my commentary or whatever, but it's inherently dishonest and not accurate to do commentary at all, because people don't normally sit here and talk when they play video games. So even if you're more or less doing some kind of weird, authentic, alternate version of what you're doing, it's still like the very act of talking is weird when you're playing a video game. Woo! Oh, that was an unnecessary one too. Yep. Okay, this is getting weird. Well, yeah, there's basically a part where, like, my experience with the game would be in some way different if I was just sitting quietly in a room entirely on my own. Although that's a weird hypothetical, because I probably wouldn't be playing the game in the first place, because this is not the type of thing I flocked to in the first place. Like, I bought VVVVVVVV and Super Meat Boy, but I never beat them, because I'd play them for like an hour and be like, okay, I get it. Moving on from this experience forever. Ah, motherfucker. Nope. Okie dokie. Oh. Ah. If nothing else, this kind of mechanic gets bonus points for the fact that it's it's at least something that I can control, which is nice. Just like the flying mechanic, which makes it less aggravating, because it's not it's less antagonistic. I'm not being attacked by something, and it's also very consistent in its behavior. Speaking of consistency, it's also, I should have just jumped. I should have committed to that jump. I would have probably made it. Because it's not a thing that attacks me. It doesn't free roam around the map and attack me at time intervals that are different every time. Like, I know that the mechanics of those enemies are pretty consistent, but the way that they roam around and then trigger at different line of sight moments or whatever while they wander around leads to their effect on me being inconsistent, is the issue with a lot of the enemies. And then the bouncers are similar. Like, I understand the bouncer always behaves the same way every time, and that it bounces you based on the angle you hit it at. But because I'm a human, chances are I'm not going to actually hit it at a consistent angle basically ever, so it feels like a chaos theory nightmare thing, because I can't understand why the bouncer's setting me where it's setting me. But these mechanics, like the floaty feather works exactly the same way in a very appreciable way, and like blocks that move in a direction when you touch them and stuff like that, or the blobs that fire your body around are all like very, they're the satisfying kind of consistent in that I feel like I actually am at fault as opposed to being a victim of something that's beyond human perception. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, so you're supposed to dash every single time. They give you a bottleneck that's unnatural to turn through. Yeah, and then if you dash each time, you can also reset your angle better than you can with the normal thing. Oh man, does this entire chapter just have... What the fuck? I was about to say, does this chapter have entirely mechanics that I like? Because it might. I don't remember if there's anything else. I think the game glitched in that I think we frame skipped, like it just chugged for a second there. Because it's like, I think my screen just froze when I hit dash, and then I just saw death, and I'm like, what? I keep thinking I'm gonna bounce, and I'm not, and that's not how that works. Your character doesn't react to hitting a diamond. You have to immediately dash yourself. Oh god. I gotta switch brain spaces because I'm navigating this way, then I have to navigate a different way. And I'm just not ready for it because I'm in fly mode. There we go. Howdy. Fuck. Bouncers. No. God, I don't like them. God, fuck you. And your entire existence. I don't like your existence. Stop existing. No! Cool, we're moving on. No bouncers for the rest of the level, obviously. They would never do that. God, what am I looking at? Oh, I probably can make the jump from there. Whee! Oh, there's spikes. Cool. Yay. That's not what I wanted to do. Fuck, stop that. I guess that's a thing she does. It's if you dash into something, she like jumps over it or tries to. Oh, that's not what I meant to do either. You can't turn around that fast. No! That's gonna get annoying. That weird hop she does when she hits the side of the block, where she jumps on top of the spikes. Ah. That is the difficult part of the flying, besides the, you know, entirely new control scheme and all that, is trying to get a pinpoint for exactly when it's going to fall off. For exactly when it's going to give out. Ah. What? Why is that a thing I'm doing now? No. What a nightmare thing. A thread to... Needle to thread. I think you have to do it that way. I don't want to land on the right side of the block, left side of the block. That'd be bad. Or I can. Okay, no, we figured it out. Goodbye. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna hate this. Oh, all the goodwill is gonna be so gone. The blocks and the flying, fuck you. Bouncers are here. Gah. Oh, why? It feels different every single run, and I hate it. Ah. God, I didn't make it to the right side of the bouncer? Why did I land in the dumb place and get spiked? At least it's short. I say as if this isn't the middle of a level where there could be like 10 of them in a row. No. Every run is slightly different and it's agony. Stop. Okay, so that has to happen. I don't think you can clear to the right side of the bouncer. Because the smart thing is just to land on the right side of the bouncer because it goes the way you want. But I guess built into this level is the idea of you having to bounce around that spiky ball. You have to. To explain why it's there, I guess. And as you can imagine, if I just sit here in a calm, collected tone, then basically nothing happens in the video. Because I just sit here and silently try over and over again. Because there's no, like, thoughts on game design that are really going to come up in the 25th attempt at a level. It's really like, it's pretty much just going to be me reacting to dying, or there's no reaction. Those are basically the options. No one would blame you if you put assist mode on, is what they say. Those people are wrong. There's no such thing as no one would blame you, I promise you that. I've seen the comments. I'm a big proponent of accessibility options and stuff like that, but I don't use them. So you can do both. You can like them existing and advocate for them existing and just defend them when people are like, yeah, some game journalist said Dark Souls should have an easy mode. I'm gonna fucking masturbate about how stupid I think that game journalist is publicly on the internet. Look, Reddit, look how hardcore gamer I am. Isn't gatekeeping fun? Fuck people who fucking think they deserve to be in the same fandom as we are. We're exclusive and that makes us feel better about ourselves. And all that other garbage. Yeah, I hate that. But that also doesn't mean that I want to use them if they are there. Both can happen. You can think one thing and the other thing at the same time. It's called being inclusive, but also pushing yourself. Because I am a perfectly capable gamer, generally speaking. You may have noticed, despite my attempts at humility, that I can pull some fucking shit off. And so I keep going and going and going. Ah. It moved. I keep... Oh, there we go. So like I'm like cool with the idea of easier modes and stuff like that in From Software games and or other variations. So it's cool that the assist mode exists. But I don't plan on using it. I might use it for the very much spoiled by the comments over and over and over again Seasides, because those sound like a fucking farce. So going through them at the slowest possible speed as a joke to see if I can even attempt to begin to pull them off would be kind of funny. The idea that it's something that's so hard that apparently it's like 2 screens long or whatever, like they're like micro levels, but they're impossible. It'd be funny if I did the whole thing at like bullet time speed and probably still couldn't do it because it required such intense, bizarre behavior that I can't do it. These things with the fucking moving bouncers are going to end me. They're going to end me and my soul. Oh my god. It's the 2 worst things that I don't want, is moving hazards and bouncers. How could they do this? I super don't like it. Because, like, the whole premise is you have to hit them at a really specific angle to get your desired outcome. But also, they're moving now, so good fucking look at that! Are we funny? Ah. Like I said, I can pull shit off. Crumbly platform. Oh my fucking god, it's long. Jesus. Why is anything this long? So I need you to break that platform and then that platform and then I guess that platform. So I need to send you going forward 3 times so that you break all 3 platforms along the way. He might also get... Yeah. They might get the ding-dongs when they get there. I'm not sure. There's also a flying thing? Whatever, I'm over it. I'm over trying to look ahead. Yep. Blur, lur, 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 lur. Blurgle, lurgle, 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 lurgle. Come on. Oh, wait, did the feather alone count as dashing into it? No, did not. Ah, gotta go faster. All right. Nope, you gotta dash into a lower part of it because your character likes to climb walls when you dash. And they all have spiky hair, like in the Durgan Bulls, so it's a problem. God, that's hard to react to. Nah, I'm just not ready for the level at that point. I've already done the first big thing, and then the level's like 12 hours longer. And I'm like, I can't keep all of this going in my head at the same time. Oh god, you have to go so fast. Cool, go faster. Just do it again, but faster. This is how you get the stress built up, is all the timing based stuff where you have to like rush at everything. Nope, I lose. Bouncers. We're gonna be here for 3 years. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Says the soundtrack. Cool. Fuck me. I love you too. How did I ever do it? I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but something about my behavior is slightly slower. Shit. What the? What is happening over there? I'm honestly not sure. It's such a specific state you can't even really fully process it with the binoculars either, because you have to like live it. Like, here's the current state of all the moving platforms, and here's how you navigate them. Which, good luck. You have to process all of this in the 4th dimension, time, or however fucking whatever things mean. No, you can't dash. You have to bounce in the right direction. Because if you dash, then you can't dash into the thing, and if you can't dash into the thing, then it doesn't matter that you caught it, because he doesn't give a shit. He wants out. Cool. My dash was 1 pixel away, so it didn't count. And then she just grabbed it, which is not useful. Bouncers. Somebody kill me, please. I'm not ready. And to God, I'm just so not ready at that point after what I've been through. I'm just like, I don't know. There's more level after here. I have to improvise all this now. Motherfucker. God, why aren't you hitting the wall? I'm jumping to the wall to grab it, but it doesn't seem to work. I don't know why that's happening. I'm trying to grab the wall. I gotta get over the spike head and ride him home on the other side. Yep. No. Come on, just let me go home. I want to go home and see my family. My kids are starving. They exist also, by the way, surprise. I don't know what you want, mister. If you just let me home, I won't tell anybody that this happened. It's okay. God damn it, I hit the wall again. Why'd they have to make a weird, shitty dome of spikes? Why couldn't it just be enough that I made it in time? Why couldn't it just be like a nice, like a vertical wall of spikes? Or there's not like a weird danger zone that's asymmetrical with everything. Freedom! Oh my god. Oh no.